First off, sorry for him not wearing my Santa hat like I did in the previous ones. It currently is in the dryer because it was very raining outside, and the hat was extremely wet, and so because of that, I had to wait for a while for the hat to be dry. But now today's Christmas movie is an interesting one because we're taking a look at an R-rated action movie called Reindeer Games, starring Ben Affleck as Rudy, who gets released from prison, and meets up with Ashley, played by Charlize Theron, but both get threatened by a criminal named Gabriel and his two henchmen, one of them being played by Danny Trejo, and they uh, get trapped with them, and both go are threatened to go to a casino and rob it. And Ashley is getting into Gabriel, as we later saw in the pool scene, and then later in summer and halfway through the movie. Um, and I try to make sure this was really a Christmas movie because the Nostalgia Critic made a Christmas movie, though I've not seen this review, and make sure by looking up at images and googling Charlie's Theron Christmas movie. And I'm glad this movie made sure it's a Christmas movie, and I thought as a Christmas action movie, it's solid. I know it doesn't have the best reviews of it, but I thought it was an alright time while I'm watching it. I thought Ben Affleck did a decent job in this role. It's one of his earlier roles as a lead man. This was from 2000, and he did an excellent job, a decent job as the main character. He does get angry at some necessary occasions, like arguing about his identity because they all think he's Nick, but he's not really Nick Cassidy, who was his prison inmate who was stabbed to death at the beginning. But we'll talk about that later. And he had tried to find a way to get out from and escape from them, but it was too late. Was and I thought he had some decent action sequences. And I thought the action in this movie was fun. I'll be honest with you, it was fun. I did thought Charlize Theron was good in the movie. I thought for the first and second act of it were what she thought she was good in this movie, and there were some scenes that were memorable. Two of them, if you know what I mean, especially one with Gary at the pool. I thought the surprise about her at the halfway through was unexpected. I'll be honest with you. I'll get to that later in spoilers. But overall, I thought she did a good job in this role. And I thought the actor who plays Gabriel, I thought he really had a good time trying to be villainous and threatening to Ruby, to not Rudy. I thought he was kind of like the best character in the movie. I thought he tried to give all everything he's got in this movie. I thought he has a lot of fun scenes whenever he's yelling or threatening Rudy, and even maybe some occasions Ashley. I thought Danny Trejo has only a few scenes, and he was okay. And but again, so I talked about the acting and the action sequences, which takes place at casino where Rudy fights fights the villains with his Santa outfits, which I thought that was funny. Um, as well as the big final fight, kinda at the end. But I'll get to spoilers because I feel like that's a big thing to talk about in this review. And I thought it was a very surprising twist that, for one, Gabriel is not really the main villain of this movie. It's actually both Ashley and, more surprisingly, Nick, who has actually survived his stabbing and planned all of this for Rudy to rob the casino alongside Gabriel and Ashley, who's actually revealed to her real name is Millie Blobber, if that's how her last name is. And that quite surprised me that not only that Nick is alive, but also that Ashley is not Ashley's real name, but it's actually Millie. Millie, I thought that was a pretty interesting twist. They made for okay villains for a bit. But my biggest issue with twist villains is that they don't get that much screen time to be enjoyable as villains. So as villains, they're alright. For some scenes, they're trying to be sinister and villainous for 6 minutes, and they get some memorable death scene, like they both get blown off. Though I think Nick already died before he got blown up by a truck, as we saw his kind of dead body when the truck was falling down to before it gets exploded. And then after that, Rudy gets to go to Sheldon, and where he has a Christmas dinner with, I guess, his family. And overall, the movie is overall very solid. It's not one of my favorites. It's not a better action Christmas movie than Die Hard, of course, but it's a memorable one, to be honest with you. I had a good, okay time with the movie. So let me know in the comments below your thoughts on Reindeer games if you have seen the movie, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts on it. Peace out. Bye. Merry Christmas, Ben Affleck, and stay tuned for tomorrow where we sing "Carry On My Wayward Son." There'll be peace when you are done. When you're head to rest, don't you cry no more.